Hey everyone, this is John and welcome back to another video about vocabulary. So in our previous two videos we looked at something called homophones. These are basically words that are spelt differently but they have the same pronunciation and also a different meaning. So these can be very confusing. We looked at some examples of them that you commonly see in English, what they mean and how to tell them apart. So words such as accept and accept, effect and effect, complement and complement. So they all have the same pronunciation, but different spelling and different meanings. If you want to learn more about that, you can check out my previous videos. But for today, we're going to look at something called homographs. So these are a little bit similar, but they are also quite different. And again, you guys don't need to actually learn the word homophone or homograph. That's not so important. It's just better to know examples of these as they are very common in English. And the more you know, the better your English will be. So what is a homograph? This is basically just any words that are spelt exactly the same but have a different meaning. And oftentimes they're also pronounced a little differently too. So the best way to show this is through an example. You can think of bat and bat. One is an animal, one is a piece of equipment you use for sports like baseball. Letter and letter, again spelt exactly the same but two different words. And these two examples are also pronounced the same. However, sometimes homographs can be pronounced differently, like the last example here. The first thing is a bow tie that you use in a suit, and the other one is bow. So bowing to somebody means it's like a sign of respect or to say thank you. So these are a little bit similar to homophones, but actually kind of the opposite because they are spelt the same, whereas homophones are spelled differently. So these can definitely be confusing. Here are some common homographs here, and you can see exactly why these are confusing right now, because in written English, you have no idea what word you're looking at unless you know the rest of the sentence. So when you think of this word here, you probably think of tear, which is what comes out of your eye when you cry. However, it could also mean tear. To tear something apart means to rip it or pull it apart. You know, you can tear apart paper or you can tear a muscle if you're hurt in sports. And so this is why in written English, these homographs can be a little bit confusing. And we have another two examples here. So lie and lie, this time pronounced exactly the same, but again, very different meanings. One means to lie down, go to sleep or rest, lie on the couch, lie in bed. And the other one means to not tell the truth. So you can think of Pinocchio, whose nose got bigger every time he told a lie. And all of these homographs can be quite confusing, but I've picked a few that I think are the most confusing. This would be live, so where your home is. I live in Hong Kong, I live in a house, I live in America, whatever. And the other one is live, so something happening right now, like live TV, live music, live sports. So where I live, you can hear live music from festivals. Yep, so that could be quite confusing, and you need to understand the rest of the sentence to know what word you're talking about. The next one then is minute, that we all know, 60 seconds. And the second word might be new to you. It's minute, means something very small. So if something's minute, you can just say it's really small, like minute details. So we had to know all the minute details for the test. It means you had to study really hard and know everything. Anything that is small, you can call it minute. And then our last example for the day is number. Of course, we all know that there, just any number, 1, 2, 3, etc. And the last one here is probably, again, a new word for you guys, number. So it means more numb. So you can think of like strong and stronger, fast and faster. You can be numb and number. So feeling numb or being numb is a lack of feeling. So if you sit down for too long and you lose the feeling in your leg, this is your leg going numb. Or you can think of the Sichuan spicy food. It makes your lips feel funny. You lose the feeling in your lips. That's numbing spice, and it makes your lips go numb. So it was even colder and my fingers became number. So they lost more and more feeling because it was too cold. So guys, that is the end of our video for today. Thank you very much for watching. Tune in tomorrow for the next one. But until then, thank you and goodbye.